sit down in front of a camera at an interview and, oh, what were your big influences? Oh, I like Jimmy Page, or I like this guitar hero, or I like the, you know, if it wasn't for me seeing this band in concert, I wouldn't be who I am today. And for us, it's a plethora of shit that we like that's very far removed from music, and we put it all together, and it kind of forms who we are, because we're all a bunch of like art student people, you know,
nerds and geeks.
Yeah, and slightly nerdish, slightly, you know, it's like highbrow, lowbrow. You know, there's definitely a certain highbrow, like we all went to good schools and we all went to this kind of stuff, and there's definitely a lowbrow where it's like fart jokes, you know. And a big influence on me that I always forget to talk about, but I've been trying to remember more recently. Is Mad Magazine. Which I think is an amazing staple that's been around since the 50s, and it's definitely the precursor to stuff like even Saturday Night Live. There wasn't really a satirical stuff that took things that existed, sort of analyzed them, and then made satirical comments on them before Mad Magazine, if you really look at it. I mean, you know, even back in the 50s, shows were like, you know, Sid Caesar and the show of shows, and yuck, yuck, yuck. It wasn't like, hey, let's take a look at whatever, Superman, and look at the dumb things that Superman does, and why does this happen to him, and, you know, or whatever they were talking about. But yet the artists were amazing. I mean, they were amazing highbrow artists. They all came from EC and all this horror line of comics. And they were doing stuff at the time that was very subversive. And we like that sort of subversive, satirical, comedy, cartoonish thing. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a joke. It just means that that's how we choose to, you know, take our slant on things. So.
You know, I think personally for me, there's like a smartness to MSI that you don't see in a lot of bands.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a really amazing thing to find in a band.
It goes over a lot of people's heads, mainly critics, but the great thing about critics is the only thing that'll kill critics is time, which is a fun fact that I learned the other day, is that time will kill a critic, because if you can last 15, 20 years, somebody said, what the fuck is this? You know, it's not new metal. It's like, yeah, what the fuck is new metal now, motherfucker? Where's your new metal, mother?fucker? Where's your pop-punk? Where's your Screamo? I don't see him around here too much, you know. Also, it's nice to have a unique band to be in the sense where, and I've used this reference a lot, and, you know, it sucks that you know, he died just recently, but like Gwar is a perfect example, and I've been using this example the last couple of years, is here's a unique band that's so unique that if you wanted to find a Gwar show, you can only get a Gwar show at a Gwar show. You can't go get a Gwar show at a Metallica show, you know, you can't. And like, you can get a Blink-182 show just about fucking anywhere there's a pop-punk act if you can't get a Blink-182 ticket. And I've always been like, well, you know, doing it yourself and being able to kind of make a mom and pop thing where it's very unique, it's very inspirational. Like Gwar, you know, Gwar kind of set that standard, and we, you know, kind of followed in that same thing where it's, you know, if you want a Mindless Self-Indulgence show, you have to come to Mindless Self-Indulgence. You know, you're not going to get it anywhere else. And if we all get, you know, blasted off the planet like the scumdogs of the universe did, then, you know, then this will be your last chance to get the Mindless Self-Indulgence show. But, you know, that's, I think, one of the greatest things about Gwar, and I love that. That's very inspirational, and I think it's very unique, and to find it. There are bands out there that are like that, where that is unique, and that's their show. There's nothing wrong if you want to write a big fucking hit song and make $1 million. Good luck to you, and I'm sure you're living in a very nice mansion, way bigger than my house possibly could probably fit in it. But there's something satisfying, you know, and I'm sure for the guys in Gwar it's the same. There's definitely a satisfaction to look back and go like, I have no fucking regrets. I'm not looking back going like, oh, I know I sold my soul and sucked that dick to write that Nickelback song in my lovely huge couch, you know. I don't have any fucking regrets, because it's like reading a really cool comic book or seeing a cool movie that you grew up with, so. The things that we like, us and the fans definitely have a similar thing. If I do something or if I want to create something, I kind of know that there's a market for it only because I know that we like the same things. So if I want to do like an anime video, I know kids aren't going to be like, why the hell did they do that? They're going to be like, oh, we caught all the references. You ripped off Full Metal Alchemist and you did this and Kitty looks like Sailor Moon, yeah, and the Bleach references and all that stuff. Either there's gonna because I'm watching those animes and so are you, so it's a nice thing. I don't know if the fucking dude from Nickelback is watching an anime. I have no fucking clue. You know, who knows? He might just be smoking dope. I don't know what he does for his downtime. But you know, in my downtime, if I have a chance to go to a Rocky Horror Picture Show, I may fucking go do that.
You know, the one time that I got a tweet back from you was actually about Buckaroo Banzai last year. And I was like...
That's right. And that was my DVDs for last year was every 80s sci-fi I could get. So I had like Aliens, Buckaroo Banzai, Videodrome, Jesus Christ, what else? We had Flash Gordon, we had the original Battlestar Galactica. We just went on a fucking buying spree. We had like a wallet this big, and it was every day in the front. It was like, what's, you know, like we'd finish the show, sign all the kids, say hello to everybody, sell the merch, get on the bus, get the after show food, get a nice big meatball hero from somewhere, and then just sit down like, all right, flip the wallet open. What's it gonna be tonight? And be like, RoboCop, right? Boom. And so yeah, we had the Buckaroo Banzai one.
Yeah.
Put up a couple things, and it's funny. It's very smart because when I do put the references in, like even for the tweets, and I do something, somebody's always like, somebody does inevitably without having to look online and be like, I wasn't born, you know, just go, yep, you know.
Yeah.
Don't hit me back with it.
And I thought that was really funny because, of course, Gerard Way just recently tweeted about getting the rights to do the sequel for Buckaroo Banzai, and I was like, you know, I've only been waiting for that since I saw the movie in the theater.
I gotta call him up.
Yeah, see?
John Lithgow part.
It gets worse.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, that's actually my favorite song off that record because the message is it's very simple to just coddle someone whose situation you have no fucking clue about, and or if you happen to be pretty or you happen to be an actress, you know, to be like, oh hey, look, it all worked out for me. I'm like, yeah, you're like not even 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of people who it worked out for. To kind of turn to somebody and just say, oh, don't worry, it gets better. It's like, no, it's like 95% of those people are gonna come out to their parents, get kicked out of their house, work at a fucking McDonald's, lose a leg, go to fucking Afghanistan, maybe not come back. Like, you can't fucking just say it'll fucking get better and coddle everybody like because you want to protect you can't protect every single person on this planet. Some people are going to die and stuff like that. And it's nice that we live in America, but think about the other fucking countries, like the third world country where there's no chance. Like you were just born into shit, you're gonna get fucked and you're gonna fucking die before you're probably 10. Like, oh, it gets better, don't worry about that slum in New Delhi. Like, it's such a fucking American thing where everybody wants to, like, and I get it, like, people have kids, we have kids, and I hope that everybody lives forever, but, like, who knows when I'll get hit by a fucking meteor tomorrow. Like, it's not, you know, it doesn't mean you should fucking go off yourself tomorrow, but, like, live life, have a good fucking time. But don't think that it can't happen to you, you know.
I'm a sexy pussycat. I'm a sexy pussycat. I'm a sexy pussycat. I'm a sexy pussycat. I'm a sexy pussycat.
When kids leave your show, what do you hope they take with them?
I hope that they definitely just take a lot of, just like just the energy of it and the sort of who gives a fuck, and like it's not that big a deal. Like we're all stuck on a prison planet, and also sort of a realistic thing. Like the one thing we definitely bring is the truth, not necessarily that you should follow what we say, because we're not like Jesus Christ. We're just sort of the prophets who are saying that this is what's going to happen. Shit's going to happen. And there's definitely like a truth there, like in the sense that we're very realistic. It's like, come on, like you know what's bullshit and you know what's not bullshit. And you can't bullshit a bullshitter, and you don't have to necessarily go fucking like kill yourself or necessarily go work on Wall Street. But there's a lot of gray area between that, and it's called life, and it's gonna kick you in the fucking ass. So get ready for it.